Okay, our regular weekly artificial intelligence updates, Friday, May 9th. So today is 80 years since the celebration of, well, since the end of the Second World War. So it's a big celebration in many countries. And let's start with AI news. So first about Gemini 2.5 Pro I/O edition. Why it's called I/O edition? Because there will be Google I/O event on 21st of May, and in preparation they're releasing some new stuff, and this model is an improvement on the existing Gemini 2.5 Pro, and people are so happy with it. They say it's much better. So this is the video with Matthew Berman. So now he created, asked the model to create Rubik's Cube with 20 by 20 by 20, and it solved this. Yeah,
No.
it's quite amazing. Please mute yourself. Uh, it got first place on Web Development Arena. It has improvements for web design. So this is Web Development Arena, and you see this model is on the first place ahead of Claude. Front-end and UI development, code transformation, editing, agentic workflow, video understanding, can rebuild web app from a video demo. This is amazing, right? So you give it a video demo of some website, and it recreates this website from this demonstration. Available via AI Studio and API. Next, Mistral, a French company, released Medium 3. And again, it's very good. It beats, so here we have Claude Sonnet 3.7, DeepSeek 3.1, GPT 4.0, Cohere Command A, and Llama 4 Maverick. And you see that Mistral, so this is winning or losing. And for example, against Llama 4, Mistral is winning very well. Anyway, so it's a good model. It's not open source. It's available via their platform and some other platforms. It's very, very affordable. It's at or above 90% of Claude Sonnet 3.7 on benchmark, surpasses Llama 4, Maverick here. Yeah, so it's a very good model, and because it's inexpensive, yeah, there is a lot of use cases where people can start using it. Next, Kevin 32B. So this is strange. There is a company called Cognition, which are famous for creating Devin. Devin is autonomous software engineer. So they were selling it for high prices. It's a very interesting company, and they created an open source model called Kevin 32B. So it's a coding model, and it's an open source alternative to Devin, and Kevin stands for kernel Devin, so designed for programming GPU CUDA kernels. It is built on top of Qwen model, 32 billion parameters, and yeah, and it works very, very well. It's very impressive. So you see on benchmarks related to CUDA kernels, it beats everybody else. Uh, you can also plug other models. It has like, it's not just a model, it's agentic system. And Kevin's workflow involves decomposing tasks, researching solutions, and producing code. Hello, can you hear me? Somebody? Hello? Uh, everybody is muted. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can
Oh,
hear you.
yeah, okay, sorry, because somebody disappeared and I wasn't sure. Anyway, next, Microsoft AI model performance is doubling every 6 months. This is according to Satya Nadella. And yeah, this is great. And by the way, it's not only that it's doubling every 6 months. Microsoft Cloud, usually compared to Amazon Cloud, and they're about the same size, but Microsoft was big because of Office. But last year they were mostly growing because of AI, and now they're growing twice faster than Amazon, which is very, very impressive. And they have their own models, which are very good. Whereas Amazon, their own model, Nova series, is actually trailing behind. So Microsoft is doing very well. Apple integrates Anthropic's Claude Sonnet AI into Xcode. So Xcode is software for developers where Apple developers develop applications for Apple computers, and now it uses Sonnet AI. Well, I'm so envious because I love Sonnet. Okay, ACP, Agent Communication Protocol, was created by IBM Research related to open source BAI project, and I guess it's a good thing. Next, Google Gemini image editing using prompts. So here's a dog, and here it has a hat, and here background is changed. So you can upload image, and then you can lead with your prompts to make changes. And you can also upload other images and combine them. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, this is a shameless plug about our channel. So we post AI updates every Friday, usually about half an hour, links to slides under the videos, and subscribe to the channel. The slides are on GitHub, so some people don't know how to download them. You just click on the file, and then on the right, you'll find a raw or download button, and click to download on your computer, and then you can open it locally. Okay, OpenAI, a lot of updates. So first of all, they decided not to go for-profit company, so they still keep non-profit. Sam Altman is still CEO of OpenAI. They hire this person, Fiji Simo. She was a CEO of Instacart, but before that, for 10 years, she was chief of Facebook app. So this is a very high position, a lot of experience. And now she will be the head of OpenAI apps business. So what's happening with OpenAI? They are making more and more money. Last year it was 3.7 billion in revenue. This year they project 12.7 billion. The company received 40 billion recently at 300 billion valuation, and they're really concentrated on making money, working with government, actually with many countries, governments of many countries, working with multiple businesses, building custom applications, and so on. New initiative, OpenAI for countries. So this is like a 500 billion project Stargate, which is here in US, but now they're going for creating similar projects for AI infrastructure in different countries. So Sam Altman is very, very busy. ChatGPT can now read and analyze GitHub code. It's a new deep research feature, can search GitHub repositories and answer questions about the code, available for ChatGPT Plus, Pro, and Team users. So I guess it's available for me because I'm a Plus user. OpenAI reaches agreement to buy startup Windsurf for $3 billion. The deal is not yet signed, but the agreement is achieved and confirmed. What's interesting, people say, oh, don't learn coding, coding is dead, and all coding will be done by AI. But you see, suddenly $3 billion for AI assistant for humans, or let's say Cursor, it's valued at $9 billion. Anyway, OpenAI and FDA collaborate to speed up drug approvals. Food and Drug Administration is famous for taking a lot of time to approve drugs, and hopefully OpenAI will help to make this faster. Next, prompt engineering. A year ago, there were a lot of positions on job market for just prompt engineering, but now it becomes so common, so it's not a job description, it's just a task description. So progress is going very fast. Semantic caching. This is a great idea. Eliminate redundant LLM queries and improve AI agent performance. So as you speak to the model, it remembers and it extracts the meaning from your queries and caches so it can reuse them next questions, which makes overall cost lower. Anthropic has a max plan which, well, they have several versions depending on how many people. I've seen it at $80 a month, or like if you go on their website, it's $100 a month. People say it's really, really good. It's better. They use the latest versions of their models. It responds much faster, so it's a good thing. Anthropic API supports web search. This is a new feature which I really, really like. And another good thing is that now this web search allows refining the search. So you do the search and then you refine it and refine it. So this is good. Next, Cursor versus Visual Studio Code. You know that Cursor was created as a fork from Visual Studio Code, but then it lives its own life, has its own extensions, and both of them allow to use AI. So Cursor is great for a beginner because AI is built in the editor, like on a low level. It understands the whole project, supports AI-powered collaboration, multi-file refactoring. But Visual Studio Code allows you to take advantage of all features of Visual Studio Code, which is a lot of extensions. Everything is good, and they have a lot of extensions for AI work, and it actually gives you much more granular control and flexibility. So for professional, actually, Visual Studio Code is better. For beginner, Cursor is better. Anyway, next, FutureHouse. So this is coming from Eric Schmidt's company, and they created 4 agents: Crow, Falcon, Owl, and Phoenix. So these are all birds. So it's open source, it's free. And these agents are built for scientific research, analyze millions of research papers, design new drug compounds, identify research gaps, dramatically speed up discovery process, reasoning models. So very, very interesting. Birds for research. Now, there are some editors like Zed, Tabby, and Void, which are open source and which work with AI. And some people really like them instead of Visual Studio Code, for example. So I just wanted to list them here. You can explore, like there are a lot of videos on YouTube. Microsoft AI agent helps change Windows settings. This is great. If you use Windows, of course, poor you. I haven't used Windows for, oh gosh, maybe 13 years. I use Mac, but some poor souls are still using Windows, and if they want to change something, it's sometimes difficult to find the settings and how to do it. But now in Copilot PCs, you can actually ask questions and the system will guide you and help you and do what you want to be done. So this is great. Mac doesn't have it yet, so I guess Windows now ahead a little bit. Apriel Nemotron 15B, so open source reasoning by NVIDIA and ServiceNow. Low latency, low inference cost, agentic for enterprise AI agents and real-time workflow automation. Outperforms or matches Qwen QWQ32B model while using much less tokens, strong performance for enterprise tasks and academic benchmarks. So again, interesting model, small model. NVIDIA Parakeet TDT06B, so very small model for speech recognition. What's interesting, it's very, very fast. It's open source. It's on Hugging Face. It can transcribe an hour of audio in just 1 second using NVIDIA GPU. Ranks at the top of Hugging Face open leaderboard and can transcribe songs to lyrics. So you give it a song and it outputs the text of the lyrics. And it works very fast and with high accuracy. So this is great. Apple Xcode with Claude Sonnet. I think I already told about this. Write, fix, test, and code. Yeah, I told about it before. Anyway, Amazon Nova Premier. So Amazon has a series of models which are called Nova, and Nova Premier is a big like teacher model. Context length 1 million tokens, complex task, multi-step planning, works with tools and data sources, fully multimodal, text, images, videos, supports agentic workflows, RAG, function calling. But this Nova model is behind Google Gemini on benchmark, significantly behind. And it does well on knowledge retrieval and visual understanding. So it is in Bedrock, and it is, well, expensive. Well, not very, very expensive, but not cheap either. So I don't know, when you compare with Gemini 2.5 Pro, of course, you would go for Gemini because it's better, more accurate, and much cheaper. Or, well, similar. If one want cheaper, go to Flash version. Anthropic Claude system prompt. Yeah, this is interesting. So if you go here, you will see this system prompt, and just look at it. Look how long it is. So every time you ask Anthropic something, it prepends this prompt. You see, I'm still going through the prompt. It's amazingly long, and there is a lot of discussion and videos which discusses this prompt. Next, Alibaba ZeroSearch. So it's a very interesting thing. Models actually know a lot of facts, but sometimes they have difficulty retrieving this data from their knowledge, from the model itself. So what this work is doing, they train one AI to generate both good and not good fake search results, and then they use another AI teaching it to reason through information to find answers. So the model provides better answers. So it finds information inside itself. And so it's a gradual process. They trained a model of different sizes. And what they found that the larger model, which is still small, it's 14 billion parameters, has matched or even exceeded the model where they actually have access to real search engines. So it's very interesting. So better retrieval of its own from its own brain without external search engine. And next, context-guided dynamic RAG. Yes, this is very interesting. So a regular RAG is very static. You take a piece of text, you convert it to vector, you find similar vectors in the database, and you formulate the answer based on your findings. And then if you ask next question, all is happening, this new question is converted to vector, and it repeats. So each question stands by itself. Here, they do it dynamically. They keep the context. You can ask refining questions, right? So a regular RAG is static. The paper proposes the dynamic context-generated retrieval. System is not just looking for the current question in isolation. It pays attention to the state of the conversation, what already been discussed, and what kind of information is needed right now. The system builds multi-layered understanding of the documents, so kind of summarizations. Also, retriever and generator are trained together and can learn from each other continuously. So results, much better results, and yeah, this is good. Next, Google Agents Companion Whitepaper. So Google released on Kaggle. Kaggle is owned by Google. Paper which is like 76 pages. It's a technical white paper on how to work with agents. Really great. So these are the main points. They're talking about agentic RAG, retrieval augmented generation process, evolution from static to dynamic iterative reasoning, include context-aware query expansion, which we just were mentioning, multi-step decomposition, adaptive source selection, meaning it's not just one database, but there are maybe several databases, and it selects where to go for specific data. Fact verification, designed for high-stakes domain like healthcare, legal, compliance, and finance. Agent evaluation framework, agent bench, and then multi-agent architectures, how to put it together. Yes, next. Google Implicit Caching cut costs by 75%. I guess this is a great thing. So it works with latest Gemini 2.5 Pro and Flash models. And before, well, now implicit caching is turned on by default. It just happens, you don't have to do anything. Previous caching was explicit, so developers were required to manually identify and define common prompts and prefixes. Yeah, this is great. 75% off. This is a great achievement. Elon Musk Colossus center in Memphis reached 200,000 GPUs. So this is the picture from above of this data center. And yeah, it consumes 300 megawatts of power. And next, they plan to scale it up to 1 million GPUs. I don't know how long this will take. It looks like the speed is about 4 months per 100,000. Open code reasoning Nemotron 32B. So this is from NVIDIA, and they open sourced code reasoning models, 32B, 14B, 7B, open source Apache license. It beats O3 Mini and O1 on live code bench, and you see these are those models in the big list of other models. Okay, next. Oh, this I really liked. So what they did, they compared a lot of models, all modern models, including, for example, latest Gemini 2.5 Pro model, on how they work with SQL, how they write analytical SQL. So they had data set of 200 million rows, and they needed to models were required to generate SQL queries, and they were comparing them first of all for accuracy, if it is valid, if it produces the results, then for speed, how many rows the query takes, and so on. So here's the result. The first place is Claude Sonnet 3.7. Sonnet 3.5 is on the third. Next contender is OpenAI O3 Mini and O4 Mini. And again, you see 100% valid queries, which is good. Llama 3 was like on the last place, on 19th place. Gemini 2.5 Pro was disappointing because it's only on the 12th place, and it was very slow. So Claude Sonnet 3.7 would take 4 seconds, whereas Gemini 2.5 would take 40 seconds, and only 92% validity. So about 10% of cases, it gives you wrong answer. That's unfortunate, Gemini. Anyway, Llama 4 behaves much better than Llama 3. You see 100% validity for Maverick, but Maverick is a big model, right? Anyway, so this is the result. So they made their own benchmark. So you can go here and you can see this is number one, Anthropic, OpenAI, Anthropic, and so on. And for example, LLM generation time, you see 3 seconds, and if you go for Gemini here, almost 40 seconds, so very, very slow. And on top of that, not 100% valid. So Claude is the best, still the best. I love it. Next, oh, yeah, this is funny. Her name is Julia Vineboo. I don't know, is it her real name? This is the picture of this artist. And she originally from Ukraine, then Poland, then Spain, and she travels all over the world. And mostly on Instagram, you can find some of her pictures, and I don't know, anyone. So you see the old paintings coming alive. And yeah, let's try this one. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, this is money. So this is great. Anyway, that's it, I guess. Oh, this is the LM Arena. This is from the 5th, or no, this is actually from the 4th. I think it's from the 5th. But anyway, Gemini 2.4 X0325. This is the latest version, and it's on the first place both for English queries and coding. Look at Qwen 3. So Qwen 3 was released last week, and it is open source. And yes, it's pretty high. It's MOE model. Llama 4 Maverick, it's like all the way down on the 40th place. So other than that, it's approximately how it was before. About jobs, so we started May. In April, there were a lot of layoffs because of Intel. And this actually starts from at 60, so it's not like zero. And here is 240. So we had a big peak of positions in 22, and now it went down, so not as many positions, but still I think job market is pretty good if you put AI in your job description, not job description, in your qualifications and experience. Okay, this is me, and thank you.